Okay, so I thought I would shift things around a little bit here. We're going to move into our Q&A with Shakkaia. And I decided it might be nice to give her a seat for our video, so I decided to pull up another chair so that way we could film our Q&A together. I've never done anything like this, where I've filmed something like this, so we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moment to meditate and set an intention to connect with Shakkaia, and I'll call her in. And I have a few questions in mind that I'd like to ask her, and we'll see what she has to say in response. And I will pass on to you whatever I'm hearing her tell me, and so that way you can share in this experience with me. Okay, here we go. Universal life force energy of love and light, thank you for surrounding this space in a healing white light and unconditional love. We call in today the spirit of Shakkaia to speak with us today in the highest truth in this dimension and reality, to share your wisdom with us about what it's like to be a spirit guide on this day. We're very grateful for all of the pearls of wisdom that you have to share with us. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just taking a moment to allow myself to get in sync with Shakkaia's energy. I feel that she's already been sitting here patiently waiting for the opportunity to speak with you all. So I'm going to ask her first if she has any messages of greeting to give us today. Okay. She's telling me that she wants to remind everyone of how beautiful they are. She says that there has been a lot of challenging times for many of you recently. And she just smiled and said, sometimes you just need to remember that you are beautiful. Oh, I'm thanking her for this message. And I'm asking her if she's ready to answer some of the questions that I wanted to ask her today. And she's telling me she's ready. So the first thing that I thought I wanted to ask her is, what does a spirit guide, what is the benefit for a spirit guide to be guiding someone on Earth? So that's the first question we'll ask today. She's jokingly pulling up a scroll, and she's making me see a scroll that goes all the way down to the ground. And I feel like she's trying to say the list is very long about what the benefits are to being a spirit guide. And she's telling me that our journey as a spiritual being is not just limited to our times when we're on Earth. We have a desire to keep growing and to keep learning during our times in spirit as well. And she just told me that being a spirit guide is the perfect way of doing this. She says it stretches my creativity. I need to problem solve, she says that she needs to assist me in coming up with solutions. And she also tells me that she enjoys she just told me that she enjoys our friendship as well, especially since I'm aware of her. So I feel like she wants all of you to know that you reaching out to your spirit guides is a gift to them as well. She's telling me that being a spirit guide has helped her to discover more about what she is capable of, and she just said that she learns from me as well, just like you learn from anyone that you are observing for a long time. And so she says to all of you, you are also teaching your spirit guides. So that's another benefit of connecting. Okay, I think she's ready for the next question. So the second thing I had in mind to ask her about is, do we choose our spirit guides, or do our spirit guides choose us? And I'm going to see what she has to say about this. I'm hearing her say, like many things, it all depends. She's telling me that most of the time it's something mutual, that you just know that you are meant to be working together. She says it's like the puzzle pieces fall into place. She says generally when somebody wants to come to Earth, they start to think about the reason why they want to come. Then they will begin to look around who they are connected with on the other side. And they will think, who would be a good match for me to go on this journey with me? She's saying, for example, with the two of us, she means me and her. She just told me, which is actually something I didn't know, that one of her specialties is communication. Mindful communication, loving communication. And she's telling me that's something I really wanted to work on in this life. And so she came to be my guide. Well, she says for many reasons, but one of them was to help me with my communication and with my teaching. So in this way, we were a good match. And but she's telling me that sometimes it can also be the other way around, where a spirit guide could be looking for a certain experience, and they know that one of their friends on the other side is about to go into a lifetime, and they offer to be a guide for them for that lifetime. But she says that there tends to be a bit of a eureka moment before each lifetime where you know, okay, this is the pairing that needs to happen. Okay, and then the final question I wanted to ask is if there was anything Shakkaia wanted to say about the process of preparing to come to Earth. What does that process look like? She just told me that we need a whole other video for this because she's telling me that it's quite a long process. But she says we'll just start with the basics for today. She's telling me that we often will start by creating a type of mission statement for ourselves of what it is that we want to accomplish by coming to Earth. And then she says that there will be several series of review that occur. She's telling me that your spirit guides will take a look at it, your teachers in spirit will take a look at the plan that you have, the statement that you have for yourself. And she's showing me that that becomes like the roots or even the trunk of the tree. And then she says you start to look at what are the branches that you can bring into your life that help to support that core mission that you have. So if you wanted to become a master of patience, maybe one of the branches of your tree is that you have a person in your life who is a bit challenging for you to be in a relationship with. Somebody who might push some of your buttons. But then through having that branch of the tree be a part of your life, it gives you a repetitive opportunity to practice patience. And, she says, we also look to how we can bring resources in that help you to balance whatever kind of learning or challenges you may be setting up for yourself to experience in the lifetime. So in the patience example, if you have someone in your life who is a challenge for you, maybe you also choose some spirits that you want to have in your life that will give you strength, that will help to build you up and give you support in whatever it is that you're doing. She just told me that this is the basic way of describing it. And yes, she says, the spirit guides that you have will help you and support you through this whole process. Now she's ending by saying, thank you for having me. She is almost acting like this is some kind of talk show and she's the special guest. So she's having a sense of humor about it. She's reminding us one more time of her first message that you are beautiful. And more than anything else she shared today, she's telling me that that's the most important thing. Okay, thank you, Shakkaia. I love you. She's sending her love to every single one of you. And she just told me that she would be happy to visit any of you that are in the process of developing spirit communication. And so, even though she's my primary guide, it seems to also be part of her role to help others with their spirit communication as well. And so she wants to let you know that she'll help with that. Okay. Thank you, Shakkaia. Thank you to the being Shakkaia for sharing your words of love and wisdom today. We're very grateful for everything you had to pass on to us, and we hope that you will continue to guide us in our journey forward. Thank you.